Welcome to a whole new adventure in a game called Isles of Sea and Sky. I'm Dear Darling, and together we'll unearth the mystery of these enigmatic islands. Where, yes, this is going to be the new puzzle game that we're going to be playing for our thing. Our playthrough, I suppose. So here we go. Enter a file name, Dear, register. So, yes, this wasn't initially the game I was potentially going to play, but I ended up doing so, as this is a game which, oh, we died. First death already. I didn't even know there was death, but basically it's a soccer ban sort of game, and I saw it first recommended on GMTK, and I was like, this looks like a really cool game. I'm interested in playing this, so here we are. But initially I was going to play Voyage Stranger first, but I was like, you know what, mainly because as we just sort of go through, I don't think I need to really explain too much of what I'm doing right now. It's a soccer man game. You're sort of just walking around, you're doing things. The only thing is, it's kind of Legend of Zelda-like, not just on the pixel art from like the OG. I don't know what this means. Oh, okay. So it's L trigger to do that, R trigger to restart everything. Okay, got it. Where it's kind of like a little bit exploratory. Okay, that's bad. Don't do that. Exploratory, which means that there are like things that we want to look for, and like keys which we need to get, which like persist essentially. So that's how I understand it, is that it's basically like, I mean, it's literally Isles of Sea and Sky, right? Oh, whoops. There's all sorts of, what's the point of this? I don't know. Things to like discover and find out. And therein lies the fun, I think, of the game, is being able to find out everything and explore. But at its heart, it is a soccer ban game, as I understand it. So, I mean, that's essentially how we're treating it, right? I don't know what this is. But it also has kind of like roguelite-esque, oh my gosh, elements to it, where there are like power-ups and stuff which you need to get to be able to do things. So that's basically as far as I know about this game. I don't really know what else exists about it, except for it's very, very freeform on how you tackle all the challenges and all the levels, which I thought was very, very cool. So I'm just trying to figure out what on earth I'm doing here, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's even possible. I'm not even sure if we should have got rid of that key on that other side, to be honest, but because I'm now looking down here, and it's like, if we got rid of this key, then probably we could have done something up there, rung that, it would get rid of that, we get a key, open that. It just seems like another way to get another key. So I assume there's no way you can actually like lock yourself out of elements in this game. So I don't know what that is. There's just like a it's just like a magic star from Paper Mario over there for some reason. But yeah, it's at its core, it's a soccer band game. What more of a descriptor could you need or want? To be honest, I think it perfectly encapsulates what this entire game is and what we expect from it. The first thing I have noticed is that some elements of it do seem to respawn. Like if we go out and up here, yeah, anything which you need to ring a bell or gong, it seems, respawns as you transition between screens, but those blocks which explode don't seem to. Okay. Is this even possible? I think this is possible, this puzzle. I assume all the puzzles should be possible, but the only thing I know about it is that we're currently on an introductory like level or something, and then I see, got it. And then the game sort of like opens up later on, and as we're seeing here, it looks like the puzzles are actually kind of interconnected, because I was looking at this being like, how is this even remotely possible? And I've now realised that it is possible exactly via this way. That you need to use the puzzle, the block you got from a previous puzzle, to also have enough blocks here. One thing I did want to test actually, can we push 2 blocks at once? No. Well, okay, I have kind of ruined that a little bit. But yes, I'm sorry, like, I've just sort of been like going without really talking through my thought process on this early sort of stuff, but I feel like this early sort of stuff is Usually, you know the start of these puzzle games is often very self-explanatory, well, we all know what we're doing, let's not play around here like we don't know what's going on. This is obviously a one-directional thing, so I don't even know what that is, like a lily pad or something over there. No, actually, I think that's a turtle. I think I remember seeing that in GMTK's video. So yeah, that's basically all I know about this game. I also know that this is like, I think, the gateway to a final level. I don't know what this pattern of grass is, to be honest. But like, this only opens once you solve like everything in the game. So we don't need to worry about that for a really long while. Okay, gotcha. So I'm basically just interested in seeing what sort of like puzzle elements are introduced to us, how we interface with them, and what, is the way we go about everything. Now, what are we doing here? I don't know. We can certainly open that up. And I think that's kind of what we have to do. There's nothing else really to do. We can ring this. We can make our way back. We can push down into that, push that over onto the button, and then probably that'll do something. I can't tell you exactly what, but I can already tell there's going to be a lot of interesting mechanics here, especially seeing as there's a distinction between pushing the button and then also we're free keys? We're free keys. Do free keys fit in here? Free keys fit in here. There's a distinction between pushing a block and actually walking onto it immediately. A star. Okay, so I guess we're gated off by needing to get that sleeping star we saw on the top. Oh, okay, never mind, we'll get this one. Just completely wrong immediately. But I do know there's a lot of different things which you can sort of like collect about the place. And yeah, but what is the most interesting thing about this game is just how modular a puzzle game it is. You can kind of do whatever you want. Does it expend the star? It doesn't. So that just seems like it's a skill check, essentially. But yeah, I'm just thinking, like, is there anything else we need to do on this island? But it's very modular. So basically, like, if you see a puzzle and you're like, oh, I don't know how to do this, well, you can always come back to it later because there's always opportunities to do more puzzles. Now, I don't know what about this is. I do know it's kind of roguelite-esque. Like, there are upgrades you can get, which sort of transform exactly how you interact with puzzles. Now, I don't know what those upgrades aren't necessarily. But I think that's basically all we can do. I think we've done with the intro island. They've taught us all the mechanics that we need to know, and now we can go out into the greater wild world of puzzle solving. So yes, I'm very excited about this game. I've heard good things about it, so hopefully it's also nice. Sort of, I don't know, change your pace. It's nice to go back to the soccer band sort of elements. Turtle Rider, but from the Sea Turtle. It's a very sort of core puzzle sort of game. So this is where we just came from. I guess these little like symbols here are showing like codes which we can enter. Okay, so we need 3 stars to go that way. Can we dash on the turtle? 15 stars to go that way. I was going to say otherwise it's rather open. But I mean, it seems like it's gated off by how many stars you have, which seem to be an ongoing collectible, which all seems fair. What's this? Just like a tiny one over here. A really tiny island will be in and out in just seconds. Okay. It gives you a key, presumably because you'll need a key to start. Okay, we can't do anything here. This looks intimidating. I don't know what those are. Okay. It played some very jaunty tune when it did that. But yes, that is the thing which I'm like, it's a bit sort of Legend of Zelda-like. Or like any sort of dungeon crawler thing. Is that you sort of... But there are secrets to discover and explore. By going off, probably not off a beaten path, but by exploring things in a more unusual way, perhaps. Rock climber, visit the stony cliffs. Right, are we going to get rock climb here? TM rock climb. I see. I wouldn't be surprised if we can push things up. I see, okay. If we can push things up the cliff, which is what we need to do over there. So what do we need to do over here? Well, presumably, we push this up here. And then we push this over here. Oh, I didn't mean to... We go this way, ring it, and then come out this way. I blocked off my entire path. I didn't even realise I blocked off everything over here. Let's just refresh that, eh? So we need to be very careful and deliberate with our movement. Walk off here. Walk off here. Nope. I always love it when a game's very generous with its unwinding features. Because I feel like puzzle games should be like that, no? What's this? Ah, okay, so this destroys crystals. And then this doesn't respawn, so it allows us to do that. So it doesn't destroy them. No, it reverts them back to that state. Okay, I see, I see. Well, that seems like it's going to be an important mechanic, which will probably be tested on this level. Okay, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward what we had to do so. I say, immediately falling into the game's trap. I guess we do this, right? Ring the bell. Do that. And I find it very curious there's a spiral pattern here. For seemingly no reason. I don't know if there's anything which we can do to the left here. I guess we have to come via the left. So, yeah. Oh, it looks like a person. Honestly, at this point, we're just sort of going around, seeing what puzzles we can solve, to be honest. I'm trying to think this through. Okay, I think we do this to fall into the hole. We have to walk out like this. And then obviously the only thing we can do is use this one. Which I think we have to walk on the crystal for. Which seems a bit scary. Just be careful I don't walk off a screen, because then everything will have to reset. I also can see there's a hole up there in the top left, which suggests to me that that is some sort of hidden path we can go around. So we do this, and now we can get this, and we ring this bell. But there's not really a lot else we can do here. We haven't used one of the block pieces, so I think I've done this wrong. We must need to be a little bit more creative about it. Well, on an ideal world, we wouldn't be using the crystal crushing block to push that button. We'd be using the other one. Right? Oh, I didn't need to do that. Oh, no, I did need to do that. The thing is, once you start pushing it in this direction, there's nothing you can really do about that, can you? Unless we push it first in. And wait, hold on. What if we push this in through the bottom? That way we don't proc any of the crystals. Then we can use this to push that one. Does it matter if we block it? I don't think it matters if we block this path off anymore. Then we can ring the bell. And then we can use this to crush those crystals. Which will give us just enough space to come around and ring this bell. There we go. Now we can walk around and grab one more of this diamond geode or some kind. Well, I don't know what this is, but we certainly don't have the power to get past it, so that's all the puzzles we have in this zone. So I guess we'll go upwards. I'm basically just sort of trying to go around it in a very sort of systematic way. There's a lot going on here. What's up with this? This is another secret sort of thing. Okay, just a nice key. So this is what we got to be on the lookout for, is whenever we have like weird sort of things in the corner over here, which just looks like alternative pathways. Okay. Doesn't look like we can do anything there. We have a random block, but I don't know what to do with this block. Okay. I don't know why the music stopped as well. Is this a xylophone? What's happening here? Okay. There's a cave. Right, so this is a cave we have to open from both directions. That's such a simple block design. You know, there's the simple element of one thing persisting. Or not persisting. Just opens up a lot of sort of avenues. I wonder what that is out there. Let's see, we probably have a lot of questions. Well, we have a lot of questions. I do have a lot of questions. So we haven't really... We need to figure out exactly how to open these blocks necessarily. We could grab another star. I don't know if it's a good idea to use that. Well, I don't see a reason not to. There's presumably, like, no way we can softlock ourselves in this game. Like, there's presumably always access to enough keys and stuff, is my guess. If it isn't the case, then, you know, that's a little bit dangerous. So I guess we go upwards here. I think this is the only way we haven't gone. Okay. Hello. What is that? It's glowing. I guess we should go pick it up. Oh. Oh, oh. So we do this, do that. Open it. Okay. Can we talk to you? No? I can see that you've got these 4 diamonds in you, so presumably you just want us to get 6 diamonds, I see. Okay. What does that mean then? Well, that means some of the blocks now we can now uncover, right? Oh, nope. I was going to say we can also get this key while we're at it. What? Oh, the blue ones just fall in. Okay, noted. I will also note that deity, not only do you have statues here, but also has that sort of swirl. Let me go back up to show you. Also has this sort of swirly symbol that we saw at the start of the game in front of it. So I'm thinking the door we saw right at the beginning doesn't open until we give this person 6 gems, which doesn't seem too difficult, I would have thought. Seeing as we're already on 5, but what do I know? What's up this way? I don't know. Where are we going? What's another puzzle? Okay. I thought we were going down a secret pathway, but we're not. What's going on over here? Oh, there's another pathway down here. There's a suspicious gap here, but... Okay. What's happening over here? What the? Okay, can't move that. Why are there so many underground sections? What's that? That looks like a one-directional travel path. We're not doing that. What are these? They're just mushrooms. Where's this? Oh. This is where we were earlier. Okay, we'll go down the one-directional travel path afterwards, but I want to see if we can open up that door from the other side. I can already tell this is going to be an absolute nightmarish game to try and remember everything that we've done. Is there a map? Reset room. There is a map. Oh. Never mind. Maybe I should have just like looked up controls. Reset, pause. That's a map. Oh, we can mark things as well. Oh, it even tells us where the entrances are. Okay, you know what? That's a pretty comprehensive map for a puzzle game. I like that. Okay, these things, can't do anything about them. We're trapped in here. Okay, don't do this. So it seems like this is not the way to get to 1, Amarillo, and 2, the other not bidirectional door. The door which requires unlocking from 2 sides. I assume it's up this way, but I mean, this boulder unsurprisingly must be something we can interact with the amount of times we've seen it, but I cannot interact with it at the moment. So for now, why don't we just go... Oh, we can't. Okay. We're blocked by some stalagmites. Okay. We can just... It looks like we can just sort of walk around everywhere, to be honest. We need 20 stars up there. Shallow waters, easy to walk around in. Oh, I didn't even realise we can go down here to begin with. Although we wouldn't have had the power to break this, so... I guess it probably wouldn't have done anything. Okay, noted. So it tells you where a star is. Where a star is born. Whoa! Okay. Oh, okay. So there might be false pathways. That's something very important to keep in mind. We had to look, to be fair, this one looks very obvious. It's like, what on earth is this doing here? So we should try and look out for very obvious markings of hidden passageways. And I can't speak. Hidden passageways. Noted. There's honestly a lot to learn. A lot that we've learned already. What was up here? I don't remember. Oh, this was another puzzle. Well, I guess we'll just sort of continue over here. It does look like it saves every screen, which is very nice. So, but there must be something up with these grass patterns. Are you seeing this? Why would they do this? Anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Isles of Sea and Sky, and I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.